Hi and welcome back to Candid Talk with Adelle. With this channel, we are all about growth and accountability. And today I'm very excited, something I love so much, and it's all about personal finance and growth. So if you're interested in that, please make sure you subscribe, you like all the pages because we are going to give you so much, especially today. And I guess it's very exciting, so I don't want to break that down yet. Just go and like the pages and subscribe. If you're a new person on this channel, growth, accountability, inspiration, and aspiration is what we focus on. This year and years to come, we're going to have so much fun together, especially now that we are committed to growing ourselves and to building empires. We are talking savings. We are talking putting your money to good use. And today's guest and the expert in this, my favorite person that I've met recently, and I've loved everything he has said, Mr. Alex Mwine. He's a team lead at We Love Uganda, but also has a company called Emotoka Limited, Investment Limited, imports and sells cars. If you have cars, if you want to export, this is your guy. No doubt. And I want to officially welcome you, Alex, to the show, to this channel, and thank you so much. Thank you for coming. I'm excited, as you can see. Very excited. And I hope I introduced you very well. Team lead with Love Uganda, and also has businesses that he does, meaning we have the right people on this channel. Now, today we're talking about savings. Most of us, when we're starting up the year, we say, we want to save more money. What is saving?
Saving. Saving is an art.
Okay.
Saving is an art. Why? It's an art is very many people have. So, I'll tell you for a fact that 70% of the world population is struggling. Some don't know how to do it. Others save. Yes, they have the money, but still don't know what to do. Others are living hand to mouth. They think they don't have enough, and that's the biggest challenge. I'll tell you for a fact, no one will tell you that
money is never enough.
Exactly.
and how do I say if I don't have enough money? That's the biggest question.
Exactly. So saving, again, to answer the question, is the art of putting away of your income an amount that you don't want to look at, probably for a purpose. Most times it's for a purpose. And I always speak to people to make sure it's for a purpose. Don't just save. Yes, we have people who save just for the sake, but it's always important to save with a purpose, for a purpose. Yeah? That's what I always say. So saving is the art of putting away money for purpose you use it.
Let's talk about that purpose. The why. Why am I saving? How is that supposed to help me look at the future goal and say, this is what I'm looking forward to do, and how do I then tabulate my savings to achieve that goal?
Like I always say, I always tell my listeners that money has a language.
Okay, what language is that?
Exactly. The language that money speaks is one. It only says that if you save it, I will save it.
Nice one. So if you save me today, I will save you tomorrow. So it gives you a bit of motivation.
Exactly. So you now, before, like I said, saving is an art. Before you begin saving, you first identify where am I saving? What is the reason? For me, instead of enjoying and cutting down on my cost, probably I have to go out when I get my salary, when my income, Yeah, spend it in buying clothes. Because saving, again, is a commitment and it's a sacrifice. Meaning you have to let something go to meet the future goal. But the future goal is best defined with the why. Why am I saving? Of course, people save for different things. People save to buy a car at the end of the year.
Yeah.
They save for weddings.
People save for the future, the children.
Exactly. Others save for holidays. People have.
Yes.
People have. Some people, they tell you why they're saving. It's funny. You laugh. Right?
Yes.
But it's a very important skill to have. So the day, if your why is strong enough, it creates motivation. It actually makes it easier for you to say.
So now that we understand that for us to actually saving goals, we must have a very strong why.
Yes.
So that we can be motivated to save better.
Very true.
Then someone would ask, I want to build a home, Alex. I'm only earning 300,000 Uganda shillings. That's about, how many dollars are those for the international market? So if I'm saving $100, if I'm earning $100, how do I save for that big goal?
Very true. Very, very important question, actually. $100 is about 350 Uganda shillings as of current value.
Yes.
So you said, how do I build a house?
How you see, the why you're asking me to put in place is a why that is motivating enough for me to be saying, this month I am not buying that makeup kit. I am going to put that 10,000 or 50,000, 100,000 aside so that I can achieve my goal, which goal is building a home.
Brilliant.
Yes. Brilliant. So in that perspective, do I actually have enough to save?
Brilliant. Now there's a model, but we'll talk about it later.
Yes.
Of how we have come up as with Love Uganda, a model of how one can save with the least amount to be able to own a home, what we're talking about.
Yes.
But I'll also say, I'm sure no one's income is static. Either 5 years down the road or 1 year, 2 years, your income either increases or drops. But we all work for income to increase.
Yes.
Yeah. So I will encourage our viewers and listeners, if you have an income of $100 and your bigger target is a house, either identify a group of people that you can save with, and I'm very happy our culture, the investment group and circles have picked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many in workplaces, in different friends are creating investment clubs.
Brilliant.
It's amazing. The culture is growing.
Brilliant. So you can identify one and you save with them, because for $100 is little money in our economy.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's still not little. It's still enough to save. Yeah. So you can identify a circle you can save with, or if you want to do it individually, the saving models are quite many.
Okay. Let's talk about those.
Exactly. For example, the common ones are the 80-20. It's called 80-20.
Okay.
In this model, they are promoting for one to spend 80% of their income, but save 20%. So if you're earning $100, about 350,000, you do the math and see that you make sure you save the 20%.
The 80 can go to your basic needs and the things you need to do.
Brilliant.
But make sure that you separate it at the start. The 20 goes to your savings account.
Exactly.
Okay.
Actually, I always promote the culture of encouraging people, before your money comes, get a pen and paper. It's the same, I'll equate it to the second model I want to talk about.
Yes.
The Japanese, it's called the kakiebo, Japanese art of saving.
Okay.
Where you get a book and a pen physically. You make sure before your money comes, you'd first write that your heading, should be the amount you're going to earn.
Okay.
If it's $100, you make sure you write $100 on top. Now break down this money. 20% first goes off. So of course you get the 20%. Then the rest, I always encourage people also not to wasteful. There's what we call wasteful spending.
Yes.
You know, you're walking and then you see
a shoe.
Nice shoe. Exactly. And you say, no, I must take this.
Yeah.
But was it
part of your original budget?
Exactly.
Because when you start writing, and I'm a traditional girl, I literally write everything. I don't use phones to document my things.
Brilliant.
It's funny. In this new technology world, I don't use phones to write my things. I get my pen and my book and write. If I put aside, if it's 80-20, we're talking about the first model, and I've removed my 20%. Must I spend all the 80?
Yes, I mean, that's the whole idea, to help you save the 20. So the 80 means it's for spending. The 80 accounts for your house rent, for your daily expenditure, for the food that you eat at home. And I always encourage people who earn a fixed income to make sure that you spread this income through the 30 days. It will help you with the wasteful spending. You will actually know.
You will know how much you earn, and you know that I can't afford this shoe.
Exactly.
You will pass by.
Thank you very much. And you will know at the back of your head that if I buy this shoe, I will not eat for the last between 27th and 30th of the month. I will not have food. So you weigh the need and the want. Do you want to eat, or do you want to buy a pair of shoes? Exactly. I love that. That model also helps you, by the way, to tell yourself, I actually need to grow my income. So you start thinking outside the box. How do I grow my income? Because I realize I need a nice shoe, but I have a fixed budget. But before your income grows, write down your monthly expenditure. Then you know, I spend on rent, I spend on food, and that covers the 80%. Good. I love that. Model number 2. Model number 2 is called the kakiebo, Japanese art of saving. Invented by a lady called Han Motoko. She's believed to be the first Japanese female journalist. She invented this, if I'm correct, in 1904. So, and she really publicized it, she ran with it, and it's a model acceptable in Japan. It's also really, but the mind behind it is to push the savers to make sure that you check your spending. It actually checks your spending. So you get a book and pen, like we said earlier. For it, it's a journal. Kakiebo in Japanese means a journal, a home journal. So you get still a book and paper, and you write. For it, mainly after you, where the saving comes from, is from checking your expenditure. Isn't that too late? It's not the 80-20. Now let me compare with the 80-20 for better understanding. The 80-20 says whatever amount you're earning, just get off 20%. Kakiebo art of saving, they are promoting checking your expenditure, your needs and wants. Actually, it's about needs and wants. Do you really need this? Do you really need this? Do you really want this? Do you really want this? So you identify your needs, which are more important. Once you identify the needs, then you go to the wants. So of the wants, you're able to save. The devotees to this actually claim to save up to 35% of their income. Really, I find it more difficult for me because I think it's too late in the chain. I've already gotten my money, and you're telling me to separate the needs and the wants. In most cases, you find that I'll start compromising humanity. You start compromising. The shoe is a need. My shoe is a need because I want to look good. You start making excuses for yourself to make that want a need. Now, I'll probably also define what a need and want is. Now, a need, you need a shoe. But do you need an extra pair? Depending on how much you earn and what you do, do you need an extra pair? You find someone having, I'll call them office shoes. You have someone who has 5 office shoes, 6 pairs of canvas. Guilty. Guilty. You know, you find someone having sandals, 3 pairs of sandals, you know, all types of shoes. It is not bad to have these things, but can you afford them? You know, of course, as your income grows, of course your need expands. Yeah. So
I've always wondered why. It's gone.
Yeah. So the need in this case, if you're earning $100, do you need 5 pairs of shoes?
No, you don't, because you can't afford them.
Thank you very much. So you actually need one, and the 4 are wants.
True.
Does it make
yes, it makes it very, very clear.
Exactly.
Very
so the
clear.
4 you're wanting, but you don't need them.
Yeah.
Depending on your income, because again, if you're earning $100,000, you cannot compare yourself to.
You can afford the shoes.
Thank you very much. You can afford. In fact, the shoes stop
becoming a priority. You start thinking about bigger things.
Exactly. But we're just using it as an example for better understanding.
True.
Yeah. So the need becomes 1 shoe, the 4 is a want.
Is there a third model?
Yes, the models are actually quite many.
Yeah.
But it depends. But I'm giving you the most common ones.
Yeah.
There's also the Israeli model, the 5J. It's called the 5J Israeli model, where they train a child how to save from the age before the child makes 12.
Okay, so looking at all those models, how then does someone say, now I am ready to save? And in the next part 2, which we're going to look at, which all of you must look out for, because now you've saved money, then what? There must be a reason why you're saving money, which is why I'm going to ask this question before we conclude this session. Is it okay to save money and leave it on my bank account?
Yes, but you see, it depends now on individual discipline.
Yes.
How disciplined are you as an individual? Because it's very easy to pick that money. So the best way, I think actually, the best way would be, can you save this money in a place that is difficult to access? Actually, if it's a bank, I would encourage you to open a savings account, where you, I think some banks have models where you don't withdraw until 3 months.
Yes.
You only withdraw in phases of 3 months. That would be the best. And
some have percentages that they give you when you save over time.
Exactly, yes. So, so you can leave it on the bank account if it's a savings account. If it's an account that you can access any day, anytime, like a current account,
you will use it. Which is why you must have like an emergency fund or something like that.
Brilliant.
This conversation is too big. So what we're going to do, we're going to break it into 2 parts. This is part 1. Make sure you watch part 2, where we ask the question, is saving enough? And where can I put my money? Please make sure you watch, subscribe. See you next week. That's how cute. See, we brought to get another member.
This one should be a member.
Yeah,
he didn't know, let him first listen so that he understands, and then
yeah, I'll definitely join.
No, but it's been amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for putting aside almost an hour of your time.
It's an honor.
Really,
I love Uganda. I've had members of Uganda.
And you have gone.
That's how committed.
Interesting. And I've made new friends. I hope you become my friend.
Yes, we hope you also become our friend.
See, Philip?
You love making
But that's how the
friends.
world
I love
works.
making friends. That's how networks grow.
Yes,
That's how people become rich. That's how people change each other's lives.
Exactly.
Simple.
Yeah.
You can't work alone. You must have someone to push you. Even where we are right now, someone recommended us. Someone put there a letter for us, became a referee for us.
Yes.
You need people.
You do.
In business, I always tell people, why you need a network? You may have money, but don't know where to invest.
That's true.
You may not have money, but have an idea.
Speaking
So
of
when
that.
the two come